Hey, what's up guys? It's Pete with Pete's Green Machine, and today I got some news and update on the channel, update on the machine, and what's going on with the future here. As you can see, she is all cleaned up and I have the snowblower put on her. Reason why she is all cleaned up, not that I didn't keep her clean before, but she's super cleaned up now, is that she will be finding a new home. Super difficult for me to make this video. It's super difficult for me to even think that I'm not going to be having her anymore. But as great as the machine that she is, she just isn't enough for my property. And so she is getting sold for a new tractor that is coming. I did a lot of research and I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll just go full in on this machine. Hard cab, a CTC loader, and 3-point hitch in the back, and I added that all up, and I was like, wow, that's going to be so much money to get that all done. And even after I'm done with that, she still won't be enough machine for what I'm looking for my property. And the machine, with all the money that I put in, I'd probably be at over 30 grand in total investment for this machine, from when I first bought it, all the implements and what I was going to add onto this to bring it up to where I wanted it to be. I'd be over 30 grand in there. And if I was to resell it exactly right then and there, after everything was brand new, a cab, a CTC loader, a 3-point hitch, and all the attachments, I wouldn't get even half of that back, because somebody can buy a brand new one, brand new tractor, instead of spending all that money. So even though it would be a good deal, I wouldn't even get half of it. So I'd have to live with the fact that I'm sort of, you know, talking about like homeowners terminology. I'd be upside down in this vehicle. So I did some research and I started looking at the 1025R, and I wanted a backhoe. I need a backhoe for my lot. So I started looking at the 1025R and all the implements and pricing it up. And I know from this past winter, I wanted a hard cab with heat. As great as the soft cab is, and it looks stylish, I loved everything about it, but it was still cold. And I said, wow, you know, really would have been nice to have some heat. So I said, if I'm going to move up, I'm going to move up and get a hard cab with some heat in it. Now, unfortunately, John Deere doesn't offer a 1025 with a cab and the backhoe. Not that I know of anyway, and I've done a lot of research. You can get a Mauser cab, a Curtis cab, but none of them work with the backhoe attachment. There is one cab that I think I saw, Teak or TikTok or something, I forgot the name of it. I think it started with a T. But it wasn't installed by John Deere. And even if it was, if I can get all that done, the problem still would be price, and it would not fit in this garage. I need something that's going to fit in a standard garage height, because I want to swap out the shed, and I just want, I don't, you know, have $30,000 to build another garage, so I wanted to get a shed with the garage door front on it where I can store the tractor. So I started looking at Kubota and the BX series, BX23S. It's pretty much the same size as this tractor. Maybe sits a little bit higher off the ground because I think the tires are just a tad bigger. But overall, the machine is pretty close to this machine in size, which I'm very, very comfortable with. And it comes with a front loader, backhoe, a cab with heat that I can still use with the backhoe, 3-point hitch, snow blower, the whole kit and caboodle. Everything that I have now for cheaper than if I was to get a John Deere that I couldn't fit in the garage and would have to sit outside all the time. So I started doing research on the Kubota, and it's got a long line of a long history, and you know, they're right there with John Deere. You know, either you're a Chevy guy or a Ford guy, you know, potatoes, you know, they're right there, neck and neck. And the BX is actually often compared with the 1025R. Even though it's a little bit smaller machine when they do their comparison videos. So I am going with a Kubota BX 23S. It's going to have a cab, the heat, the grass catcher, 3-point hitch, snow blower. It's going to have all the bells and whistles on it. And doesn't mean that I am now bleeding orange blood and hate John Deere, because that's the furthest thing from the truth. John Deere makes a great product as well, and if not for some height and few things here and there, you know, I might have stayed with the John Deere. And this machine, if anybody ever asks me about it or wants to know about this machine, I'll tell them buy it every day. Every day. This machine is an awesome machine, and John Deere did a great job with it. Problem is, sometimes you need a tool, and can't always buy a Craftsman tool. Sometimes you got to buy a Snap-on. Sometimes you can't buy a Snap-on. You got to buy a Cobalt, you know, a cheapy tool, you know. With that being said, none of these machines are cheap or cheapy, should I say. You know, you buy one and they last you a lifetime. So I want to thank you guys for always being there and tuning into this channel. The channel's going to stay. There might still be some Green Machine videos. My neighbor has an X730 that I might borrow to do a video from time to time. We got a 570, 580, a 380. You know, so I might still use other people's machines and do videos and stuff like that. So, hopefully you guys don't hate me. Please don't hate me. I know the battle between the green and the orange is like a real thing, and I'm not in that battle. I don't hate on John Deere. I don't hate on Kubota. It's just Kubota is offering me a tool the way I want it, exactly the way I want it. And that doesn't mean that John Deere is no good. It just means that I need this other tool. So I want to say thank you guys again for subscribing and following me and commenting. It's been a great journey over this last year. And speaking of the year, if I didn't try to trade this in or sell it now, the longer I waited, the less value I would have got for it. I have 44 hours on it right now, and I was able to pay off my John Deere loan and put a couple bucks into the new machine. The longer I waited, you know, the less I would have gotten. So I had to pull the trigger now. So once again, thanks guys. Again, please, please, please don't hate me. I still have the green. I still have all my John Deere gear, and they'll probably have all my John Deere gear while I'm riding around on the orange Kubota. So So, but still stay here, stay along with the channel, and you know, I'm sure I'll be putting other stuff up. Now, if you're wondering if I'm going to have a Kubota channel for the new machine, well, of course I am going to have a Kubota channel. The link is going to be below to the new channel, and it is called the Kubota Monster channel. And I'll be doing the same thing over there with that machine that I did over here. And of course I won't be posting links to the videos in the John Deere groups. I'll probably get kicked out real fast. But the videos will go up, and I'll probably post them in Kubota groups. And you know, come say hello, follow along. It's great to, it'll be great to see you guys. And if you guys have any questions about this machine, you know, I'm so deep into this machine, I'm never going to forget the things I did and how I did it. So you can always hit me up and ask me, you know, hey Pete, do you remember yada yada yada? And I will definitely still get back to you. So, but as of now, the green machine, it's time to say goodbye. So, but I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully on the flip side, if not there, back here. And you guys keep trucking along with your Signature Series machines, or any John Deere machine, because they are awesome machines. And this was my introduction into the world of real heavy duty machines. So take care, and see you next time. Bye.